Local airport officials and legislators were among those who got an opportunity to discuss hot topics in aviation. The first meeting of 2015 for the Aviation Association of Indiana took place yesterday at the Indiana State House and the nearby Marriott Hotel in downtown Indianapolis. The day featured various speakers, exhibits in the State House lobby, and a luncheon at the hotel where officials got the chance to talk directly with their legislators about issues that impact their airports. AAI President Andrea Montgomery says the idea is to make sure that airports and aviation companies make their voices heard.
I think it's important for the legislators to know that Indiana is about logistics. We have roads, ports, and rails, but we have aviation. They need to understand that aviation is an integral part of that logistic wheel.
Montgomery says the main legislative items that involve AAI have to do with funding and working relationships with state government agencies.
We're talking to them about a dedicated budget line item in their budget so that our money doesn't come from the general fund. We're talking about improving NDOT so that our aeronautical department has the tools they need to help our 69 NIPIAS airports in the state.
AAI is facing a budget deficit as 2015 gets underway. A key point that came out of yesterday's meeting was aviation's role in economic development. The most recent and significant effort has been led by GE Aviation. The company announced last March that it plans to build a $100 million jet engine assembly facility in Lafayette. This marks GE Aviation's 7th new U.S. location in as many years and will create 200 jobs by 2020 in cooperation with Purdue University. Now, along with the airports, Hoosier aviation businesses and colleges got the chance to tell their stories through exhibits. Some of those who set up displays at the State House included Vincennes University's Aviation Technology Center, the Indy Honor Flight, and Illinois-based AAR Corporation. Those on hand say the future is bright for aviation, including officials with AAR. AAR Corporation was founded in 1951 as I.A. Allen Industrial Sales. The company currently employs 800 people at the Indianapolis International Airport in engineering services. AAR's Director of Government Affairs, Greg Dellinger, says major progress will be made in aviation not only over the next few years, but also in the long run.
Aircraft will fly much higher and much faster. Why does it take so long to fly from Indianapolis to, say, the UK or the Pacific Rim or even California? So over the next 50 to 100 years, aircraft will be lighter. There'll be biofuels, different forms of fuel. You're also going to see shift-shaping aircraft. I can go from a cargo aircraft to a commercial aircraft by shift-shaping the actual airframe of the aircraft.
Dellinger says the key to that progress is to ensure that aviation education and training are available to the next generation. Montgomery is also among those who believe that aviation has a bright future. She says in order to realize that future, there is something that everyone needs to remember.
Aviation means jobs. It means bringing people in. Companies are coming to Indiana because our legislators have done a great job in business development. But at the same time, we can't let them forget aviation's important. Aviation means jobs, and it matters.
Meanwhile, several local legislators took part in the luncheon, including District 48 State Senator Mark Messmer. Messmer, who has pushed for more technical-based education and careers, says that the aviation field is an industry that can lead the state forward.
Aviation is definitely a place where it's a high-tech industry that Indiana can benefit from greatly. It fits into our model of advanced manufacturing. It fits into our model of things we're trying to do within our educational institutions of pushing students and into high-tech careers. So it's a perfect match with the changes we've tried to make the last couple of years on advanced education and advanced manufacturing fields.
Other area representatives on hand were Senator Aaron Houchin and Representatives Mike Braun and Lloyd Arnold. Yesterday's conference ultimately went down as a successful one for airports, including for the Huntingburg Airport. Airport Manager Travis McQueen made the trip to Indianapolis. He says aviation opportunities will be a big part of DuBois County going forward.
It's a great opportunity to be in Indianapolis to share and showcase to our elected officials here at the State House what aviation, what aerospace is, and what it has become in the state and what it will become in the very near future. I believe that we are positioned well in DuBois County. You know, we're obviously very strong in manufacturing, making things. We're good with our hands and producing things that it might be an opportunity down the road for us is to look at aerospace and aviation.
Some of the concerns McQueen brought up yesterday include infrastructure and the statewide use of TIF districts.